You rocking it.
Did it work?
Well, I'm on. I don't. Oh, yeah, I can record. So
I think, yeah, it looks like it's recording. Let me see. Let me make sure that you're host. Mommy.
we have a whole bunch of mama starfishes.
I think that worked.
Yes,
It says recording.
it shows recording.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, I had technical. They could get on. I couldn't. I don't know. Computers hate me today. So sorry.
I have those days.
Today it has been my day, literally. So I'm actually going to get started. I am trying to do things way different this year well, not way different, but I'm trying to get more organized, I guess, and more consistent. So I'm actually, just like everybody else, you hear it all the time, if we all do it, it's obviously something you should be doing. I start my day with the birthdays. I'm sure most of you have already done this by the end of the day. And I actually don't post to their wall. I'm like, I think it's Kaylee and Allie and all those go into their messenger. I actually send them an actual message versus posting to their wall. Because if you get into their messenger, you get into the algorithm. So if you have not done your birthdays, go do it and then just comment done once you are done. No birthdays? I don't think I've never not had a day where there wasn't a birthday. That's strange. I'm assuming most of you, well, there's lots of you that didn't have birthdays today. I had quite a few today. Today was a busy day. Okay, and then I'm assuming, like I said, most of you, that's an easy one. It's probably, if somebody could post the steps, I don't think I have anybody on. If someone could post them, just so they're there. But then I go from birthdays into, I think Allie and Kaylee call it the green dot. I actually call it green dot LLCM. Like I do 25 connects from people that are active, and I actually do this twice a day. I do it in the morning and I do it at night. But what I do is I go into my messenger, anybody that has the green dots, I click on them, go into messenger, but then I go to their actual Facebook wall. I don't just send them a message, I actually go to their wall. The only reason is because, sounds crazy, but Facebook picks up on the fact that you've went to their actual wall. So it puts you higher up in the algorithm. So I do this with 25 people in the morning and 25 at night. And I will go to their wall and I will scroll their wall. I personally, because I am maxed out on friends right now, I go to their wall and I check their activity level. If it is somebody that has not posted in like 2 to 3 months, I personally, this is just my preference, I remove them from my friends list. Because if they haven't posted in like 3 months, they're probably not very active on Facebook. So I personally just remove that person so I can open it up for other people that are waiting to be added as friends. And then I will scroll their book or their Facebook if they've been active, say they posted 10 hours ago. I will go to that first post. I will like that first post. Then I will scroll down and I will go to the second post and I will like that post. Then I actually will scroll to their third and I will comment on it. No matter what it is, I will comment, you know, if say she happened to take and post, I got a brand new purse. I will literally comment, OMG, I love purses as well. Where did you get this purse? Then I will go into her messenger and send her the exact same message, because you've not only went to their wall, Facebook has now put 3 notifications in their notifications that you liked 2 comments, you posted, and on top of that, you went into their messenger. So you literally have raised your algorithm by almost 80% by doing this. So I use the green dot, but I kind of amplify it because I'm big on getting into people's news feeds. And this is how I literally have been able to connect with a whole lot of people. So I use the green dot, but I kind of just up it quite a bit more. So I recommend you guys do that. 25 people, it might take you, if you don't, you know, if you don't want to do 25, I do 25 just because I have 5,000 friends. So I need to make sure I'm connecting with as many people as I can. So if you want, just start with 10, but go through, do that. And you will see over time, if you actually do this consistently, you are going to see your algorithm changing, and you are going to see people showing up in your news feed a whole lot more that normally wouldn't, because Facebook wants to know that you are actually taking the initiative to connect with people. And for you to actually go to their wall versus just send a message, Facebook does catch on to that. And this is literally, I do this LLCM with every part of my business I do. So once you've done that, comment done. I do 25. You can do 10 if you want. Lynette, the green dot basically is if you go to your messenger, and I personally, I just did a recent update, so I don't know if this is how everybody's is. If you actually look at the bottom here, in the middle, it will say show people, and that actually tells you how many people are online at that moment. If you click that, it will, everybody's picture will have little green dots. That means they're online currently right now. So that's what the green dot is. You should be able to minimize your screen and go into your Facebook Messenger, and the Zoom should still be able to send them a message. Debbie, what I do is, depending on what the post is, the third post on their wall that I commented on, I normally, if it's something that's pretty easy, like, you know, they bought a new pair of shoes, or they, you know, were at the park with their kids, whatever, I will take that same post that I put on the comment, because you go like, comment. So I will take that and I'll be like, wow, it looks like you had a great time at the park today. Where are you located from again? It's just a basic open-ended question. Anytime I send a message, it always ends in a question. I don't just be like, wow, loved your purse, so awesome. It's literally like, loved your purse, where did you get it from? I love purses too. But it's nothing to do, I never, ever, ever send anything, even if we've talked before about the business or the product or anything. When I'm doing my Green Dot LLCM, I never, ever just be like, hey, are you ready to order? It's always sending a message to build that relationship. Lynette, it will have the waving hand, but if you actually click on their name, it will take you right to their messenger. And then at the top, you actually can click their name and then click profile, and it will take you right over to their profile. I know some of you are probably like, these are a lot of extra steps, but I'm telling you, to get in with Facebook algorithm, this is going to change it, because you're going to see Facebook, hey, I'm not just messaging these people, I'm actually taking the time to go to their wall, like their posts, comment on their posts. Ask some of my team. I have them doing this religiously, and my Facebook algorithm and newsfeed has totally changed. Oh, and I forgot my book downstairs. I personally, when I'm doing it, I've went and I've printed off my friends list. Crazy, I know, but I'm telling you, I'm someone, if you have a hard copy, you're gonna have a better chance of keeping notes and following up with people. So I went through and I printed off my whole entire 5,000 friends list. And when I do this, I actually work it page by page. So when I message someone from the green dot, I take that and I go to my, literally, it's a 3-inch binder that is stacked full of every one of my friends. And I will go and I will comment green dot LLCM, and I'll put the date, just so I know that I've already done it with them. So that's personally how I do it. Otherwise, I mean, if you don't hear back from them, it's going to show up if they're, active again. But I'm kind of crazy. I can remember names and faces of who I talk to. So. See, Trevor, I should have you show me TeamZ, because I tried it and I about wanted to throw it out the window. I'm like, this is just too hard for me. And I'm still paying for it every month, and I've never used it.
I can certainly do that. There is a way for you to actually import your whole friends list into TeamZ. It's very simple. And then you have your prospect list or your prospect column. Then once they purchase, they shift over to the customer column. And then if they're a working associate, there's an associate column. And so there's 3 different columns that you can actually work from. And all you have to do is just connect, say that you've connected with them, and then set a follow-up date. So if it's a customer, set it for the next week, and just set a weekly follow-up or every other week, however you do your follow-ups with that. With prospects, all you can do, like with me, I follow up with them the next week, just to make sure that they don't fall through the cracks. So I always set a follow-up no matter if they respond to me or not. So I'll go in there, say, hey, I did the connection with them, and then I'll set a follow-up for next week. Just in case we got to talking about the business or products, I don't want that message to disappear. I want a reminder to go back next week, see what we were talking about, and then go from there. And also in doing this, I also go every morning and look at my previous messages from the day before to make sure that there's follow-up set if needed. From like if somebody just messages me out of the blue, or if they're posting in the customer group saying they want more info, I don't want those people falling through the cracks either. So this system has definitely helped me as far as that. Amy, you get a free month trial, and then it is $30 a month. And to tell you the truth, I would pay $100 a month for this. So yeah, Tanya, whenever you have time, I have a team call after this at 9. But whenever you have time, I'd love to help you get that all set up and working.
Yeah, I'll definitely reach out. I've been paying for it for like probably 6 months, and I've never used it.
Yeah, and Kaylee, she actually worked with the creators or the editors of the site. So there's actually scripts in there that you can use for prospects, customers, and associates. So different things.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really amazing. So
Thank you. I definitely will get with you.
alrighty.
Okay. I don't see too many done. I'm going to give it just a few more minutes. See, that's why I love these calls. Everybody can share something that's working for them that might help someone else. Just don't be like me and get a system you never use. But I do. I have a ton of team that uses it too, and I just couldn't get it to understand. I'm more of a notebook, hard copy, pen and paper, old school. I mean, I've been in this 21 years. Eventually, I have to adjust to the new age generation.
So that was my problem. I am not that notebook person, or like I know there's a bunch of people that do the note cards and the whole filing system thing like that. It's not feasible for me to carry around a notebook or carry around cards or anything like that. I'm always on the go, and so I have it set up on my phone where all I got to do is click a button, it goes straight to the website, and then I work off from there. So I always have my phone no matter where I go, so it's going to be with me. With follow-ups, like I tried to do the note card thing, and it was left in my truck. It was left in the, at my house, so I never had it when I could be using it. So I'm like, well, that does me no good. I actually have to be with the cards to actually get some work done. So if I'm just sitting around and not doing anything, I actually have it here on my phone or on my tablet to get it done. And I always carry my tablet now, but so I just, the notebook and the note cards, it just wasn't feasible for my situation. But, other people are different.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, I'm starting to see some dones. Like I said, LLCM, a lot of people within our team have heard about this. I've actually did a very in-depth, what's it called? PowerPoint explaining it. I give credit where credit is due. I actually got this from one of my old associates in another company. This is what we utilized when I was in business with them. And it literally, with the Facebook changing, I'm telling you, I try to keep up as much as I can, but since I've started the LLCM, I literally don't have, I would have friends disappearing from my friends list, because if you're not interacting with them and showing Facebook besides just sending messages that you want to connect, they will remove them. I had a lady that actually, I hadn't made it to her name because she was in the R's, and I haven't made it through that working the alphabet yet. So she messaged me and she's like, what did I do wrong? Why did you remove me? I'm like, I didn't. But we hadn't talked in over a year. So she wasn't a prospect. She was just a basic, high school friend of ours, and she got removed. And it was because of the fact Facebook does just remove people off your friends list. So just be aware when you get messages that is something Facebook is doing even more. So yes, like, comment, message. And I swear by it. It literally has changed my algorithm so much, and I am showing up in so many people's feeds. As soon as I do the LLCM, people are like, oh my gosh, you haven't been in my feed for 6 months, and now I'm seeing everything of yours. But it's all about getting into the algorithm. And every month, I swear it changes, but this has stayed consistent.
And somebody asked if we can do a Zoom call on the TeamZ, and I can certainly do that. I can do like a share screen. So whenever you guys want to set that up, I can certainly run through and then show you that import and the system that I use, because you can also rank your customers. So if they're an active customer and they have already purchased this month, I put them at a 5-star. If they purchased last month but haven't purchased this month, so I put them at a 4-star. And then if they haven't purchased in 2 or more months, then they go to a 3-star. So as I'm going through, I don't need to know when they last purchased because it's right there in front of me. And so more than welcome to do that. So if it is something that everyone's interested in, I can certainly get that done.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, I see some saying done. Is most everybody done? I'm assuming. Okay. So then after that, and this is kind of basically how I do my day. I'm really trying to get in a routine of doing the same things consistently over and over. From there, I actually will go and make an interactive post on my wall. Right now is a really good time for a lot of people. I see it all the time. We had spaghetti and meatballs for dinner. What are you having? Or, it was almost 70 degrees here in Tennessee today. What was your temperature? That's the type of things I do when I do interactive posts. because like everybody says, people love to give their opinions. So go do an interactive post on your wall.
Tanya, do you ever actively like prospect people, like just like Ray Higdon, watching him a lot. He's always like prospecting so many people a day, just reaching out to them to see if they're open in the product business or opportunity. At that time, is that something you do, or do you just do the connects and then let it lead into that if it does? You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. I do the connects, and then I actually allow, I call it my drip list. Basically, if they're on my friends list and they're not in my info group, I'll do my lives. Like when I did my bingo the other night, I just briefly mentioned we do the business and we do it from home, and I retired Dale. And that's basically what I said. And I had 5 people inbox me right after the bingo. So I build the relationship personally first. I never cold market prospect. That's just me though. But I know a lot of people do, like Dale, he could sell ice to an Eskimo. I'm just not that blunt. Me personally, I would rather build a relationship and let them get comfortable with me so they stay with me long term. I'm all about
Absolutely.
the residual.
Absolutely.
Okay, I am seeing lots of dones. And like I said, a lot of these power hours, you're going to notice a lot of them are kind of repetitive, but we all kind of do the same thing because obviously it's been working. And with Facebook, you do want people commenting on your posts. So it's bringing you in, or you're bringing them into your feed. So now this, when what I do as follow up is I don't know, y'all have your own customer groups. Some of you might not have contests yet in there. But if we have a contest, when I'm doing my follow-up with people from the week before, every single day I do it basically from the week before. So everybody I talk to the following Tuesday, I'm sending a follow-up message to. But in our group, if we have a contest, what I do is I don't know if you guys know this, but you can go into your info group and click on the actual contest so it opens up on your screen. This has to be done on laptop or desktop mode in your browser. But if you click on the actual image of where the contest is, you can copy the link directly to that contest. So I will literally send a message and I'll be like, hey, just following up. Hope you had a great week. I know we talked last week. Just wanted to let you know we have this awesome sign-up special going on right now. Click this link and it'll take you directly to it. Not only are you sending them a message, but what it's doing when they click that link, it brings them back into your customer info group. So if they haven't been in that customer info group for 2 months, they click that link, Facebook picks that up, and it drags them back in so they start seeing the posts in your customer info group. So I don't know if any of you have this in your groups. If not, if like in my group, I literally have a welcome post where it's got an image of the 30-day and the 159 kits, and it explains it. I will send them a message, hey, just wanted to check in with you. We talked last week. I know you were interested. Just in case you forgot, click this link and it'll explain everything we talked about before. And it's a direct link to a post in your group. So if you have an informational post, a contest post, copy that and follow up with 10 people that you talked to last week. I do contests all the time too, Lynette. Sometimes too much. And then once you're done, comment done. And it doesn't have to be a link to a contest, but I'm just telling you, there's a lot of times where a lot of people, I don't know if you guys know this, but with the update before last, Facebook actually changed everybody's settings in groups to where it's set to default. So they aren't seeing all posts. So I literally went in, made a post in my customer group and in my team groups, and I told them, make sure to go in and set it to see all posts, because now everybody's only seeing, 1 out of 50 posts you put in your group. So I literally told them, like, make sure you go in, set it to all. And if they're not commenting in there within a 3-month period, or even liking or commenting, Facebook basically is taking your info group right out of their newsfeed. So this gets them drugged right back into the info group. And I do this at least once a week. If you have your customer list, which I'm not going to lie, that was bad on me. Kaylee would be very mad at me. I did not write down my people from the beginning, because when I first started, I started just an info group for me. So it was just all my customers in there. But I literally would recommend, if you have your list, go and send a message like that. Add that to your IPAs every day, to 5, 10 a day. Go in and send them a direct link to a link in your customer group, so it drags them back into the customer group. We are sending a message to 10 people you talked to last week. Just following up with them, and if you actually go into your customer group, if there's a contest or you have just a post explaining how to order, like my group, I literally give them the choices, explain it, walk them through it. Some type of post that you can copy and paste and send to 10 people and just be like, hey, here's a link. Just wanted to follow up. I know we talked last week. Click this and it'll take you, give you all the details. Or here's a contest, anything like that. Yeah, Paula, wasn't it you two that wrote out your entire friends list though? You're way more dedicated than I was. Me, I just printed them out. So, I mean, and it sounds crazy, but I literally have started doing it as well. Like, I go into my customer group and I'll put in my name, and we have a welcome post. I literally have started scrolling that welcome post, and I am writing down and clicking on every single person that I have added to that group over the last 4 years and sending them messages like this. And people were like, oh my goodness, like, I'm having people that were on the invited list now getting brought into the group because they clicked that group. Like, they didn't accept the invite, but they clicked the link to the group. So Facebook's like, oh, automatically added them to the group because they want to be in it.
Yes, I wrote down my everybody I've added to the VIP group, my associates, my my whole Facebook friends list. I've got it all wrote down in little tablets.
You're like me, old school. Trevor,
Yep.
new way though.
Yeah, I'm writing down everything you're saying tonight. So on this paper, it's really funny. See, look, let me show you.
Don't say nothing bad, Tanya.
See?
She'll use it against you.
He's writing down everything you said.
Oh my
All the
goodness.
steps. Yep. I do it all the time. All the time.
Cause we love you, Tanya. Love you.
It's Jimmy.
Hi, baby. We love you so
Hi,
much.
how are you?
Listen to me
Erica,
all the time, and I'm deaf and I hear you.
He's a nut.
Erica, that's why when I send the message like that, I'm like, wow, just wanted to follow up with you. Because most of the time in our group, we have some type of contest, some type of add your friends to this. We have something that we're offering. So I always make it the link of, hey, check this out. Just wanted to let you know, we talked last week, but we have this contest or this incentive going in our customer group. You may want to check it out. Because if you tell them they have the chance to win something free, they're going to click it. I promise you. So that's the type of post that I will use. Because like you said, a lot of them won't even click on the link to be invited. So. Awesome. First Zoom. Welcome, Tyler. How many of you is this your first Zoom or Power Hour? Okay, I'm assuming, are you guys done? I've seen a few done. I don't want to hurry through, but it's already 7:33 and I know you guys have better things to do than sit on this. First one. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one. I love yard sales. I still post in yard sales, but I work interest groups. It is literally how I maximized my friends list to 5,000. And I do the LLCM actually in the interest groups. So I want you guys to go in, and some of you at the end of the Zoom will probably think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you it works. Go into an interest group of yours. Don't make a post. Go in, and if it's an active group, if there's been a post within the last 12 hours, I want you to personally like that first post and then open up the comments. And I want you to like the first person's comment, and then I want you to comment with an emoji. And then, if you're brave enough, some of you might be afraid to do this, but this is how I maximize my friends list. Send them a friends request. And then send them a message and be like, hey, hope you're having a great day. For instance, my big group is gardening. It is my best interest group I have. It's got like 250,000 people in it. And I literally would be, say the image was a flower. And I sent them a friends request, and then I messaged them, hey, just wanted to say hello. I'm also in the gardening group you are in. What is your favorite flower? So make sure it's something you can relate to. But with this, guys, this also gets with Facebook algorithm. You've liked the first post. You've liked their post, the first person's post. You've commented, so that person now sees your name 3 times. You send them a friends request, they're going to be more apt to do this. And then you've sent them a message. Now, I would not do more personally myself. I've never done more than 10 a time. But I do this morning, afternoon, and evening. And literally, out of 10 people, almost every single time I get 6 to 7 people that accept my friends request. But I'm going to highly, highly encourage you, do not add them to your customer group right away. Let them sit on your drip list. Let them get to know you. But at least with you taking those steps, letting them see, hey, I'm not just in this group to spam you. You're taking the initiative to like, comment, message. I promise you, you will get more people that will accept your friends request than not. Because a lot of you don't realize, if you send a set amount of friends requests and people decline them, that is what's going to get you in Facebook jail. Because if you have used to be between 10 to 15 people that decline a friends request, you're flagged in Facebook. And if you get flagged for that because you're sending all these friends requests and all these people aren't adding you, Facebook is like, this person's spamming. So working the LLCM this way in interest groups is going to help you a lot better, because they're going to see your name constantly in front of you. That's why notifications are awesome.
Somebody wants to know what interest groups are.
Interest groups, that's what I call them. It's basically groups that you have some type of interest in. I love gardening. I love snowmobiling. I have teenage girls. I have 6 dogs. Basically any type. It's crazy to think, but Facebook has a group for everything. If you love knitting, put in knitting in the search bar and it will bring up all the knitting groups on Facebook. You love snowmobiling. I love the Vikings. So there's a ton of, it's just basically something you can relate with and actually have interest in. Now, if you don't like cats, don't go join a cat group just to get people. I'm just going to be real, because I do go in and I also do interact in these interest groups. This is just a way for you to start building your friends list outside of yard sale groups. So don't make it something that you actually don't care for. I mean, I guess you could try to pretend you like cats. I personally only join groups that I really have interest in. That'd be like me going and joining, I hope I don't hurt anybody's feelings, a Green Bay Packers group. That would not be good. I'm a Vikings fan, so that would not be good. I'm just, who said Vikings boo? That's 2 Mama Starfishes. Was that Allie or was that Annette? Or, oh, is Kaylee on here too? That's probably who. Sorry, Kaylee. I didn't even know she was on. But there's so many Mama Starfishes, I'm confused. No, Allie. Really, Allie? You're a Packers? Are you a Packers? Oh, no, you're probably a Colt, huh? I eat, sleep, and breathe. Yeah. Vikings. But, I mean, seriously, that's all interest groups are. And I personally, to this day, I am still adding 3 interest groups a day. I don't recommend going in and doing 20, 25 at a time, because I guarantee you that's going to throw you in the slammer. Same thing with yard sale groups. I am still joining 3 yard sale groups a day. So if you've done that, like I said, I do this 10 in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, and 10 in the evening. But I would personally not do more than sending friend 10's requests, or 10 friends requests a day, or within 3 to 4 hours, honestly. You actually go into 2 interest groups, and in each group you go in and you like the first comment that's been posted, and then you open up the comment section and you like the first person's comment. You comment to their comment with an emoji, you send them a friend's request, and then you shoot them a message in some way, shape, or form relating it back to the group, so they can connect you with, hey, I'm in this group with you. And then you just, once they accept your friend's request, I actually follow up with, thanks for accepting my friend's request. I look forward to getting to know you and sharing gardening tips. Like I said, my #1 group is gardening. 90% of the people I have come from my gardening group. So it's the LLCM. I do have a PowerPoint presentation Zoom recording I can share with whoever wants to share it, so it walks you through it in detail. But 100%, I do LLCM for everything in my business. And I'm seeing some done. So what did we just do? Interest. Now, I want you all to go, if you're allowed to. Some groups, I guess, don't allow everybody to post in their customer groups, which I think is key. Whether you're admin or not, you should be making a post in that group. Otherwise, your customers are not seeing or getting notification. So posting in your customer group is key. I want you to go into your customer group, and I want you to go to either the website or search Facebook, whatever you want. Go make a post in your customer group about anything besides the combo. I want you to go make a post on an oil, on Renew, on True Soothe, on anything else besides the combo. I know we have the combo, but I think so many times we miss the boat with so many people. Watermelon Heart and Hydration is like my #1 selling product right now, because I talk so highly of it. So go make one post in your customer group outside of the combo, and just have it be simple. If you go into Facebook and put in Renew or Watermelon Heart and Hydration, it literally will pull all these posts that have been made in public groups, public fan pages, anybody on your group, it will bring it into your feed, and you literally can take and copy and paste that information, or save the picture, put it into your customer group. That is how I do all my posting. But I want it to be outside of the combo, just to get new information into your groups. And if you guys have questions about anything along the way, feel free to ask as well. I see some people putting done. Next, we actually are going to move to yard sales. And like I said, I still post in yard sales to this day. I do 3 groups a day, but 100%, this, once again, y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't go into yard sales and make an actual post. I have found my groups that are good. I keep track of groups that I've posted in. If I find, when I go to a group and I search my name and a post doesn't come up for me, I actually will make a post. But I go into my yard sale groups and I search for my old posts. And I will go in to that yard sale, say I had a post that had 75 comments on it. I will go in and search my name, and in a yard sale group, it will bring up the posts that you made in that group. And I will click on one of the posts, even if it was a year old. If I had interaction on that post, I will go into that post and I will put everybody that has added me as a friend has been added to my no pressure info group. So that post now goes to the top of the feed. Everybody that commented on that post that never sent me a friend's request now has got notification a whole year later. And it's like a click in their mind of, oh my goodness, I forgot about this. So now they will start sending friends requests. So I want you guys to try this. I don't know if you can keep track of what groups you've posted in, but even just go into a yard sale group, and if you need, make a post. And I am like what Kaylee does now. I don't post images. I'm just going to give you guys a forewarning. It is in Facebook laws and agreement right now that you are not able to post before and afters in yard sale groups. You will end up in Facebook jail. So I actually just go in, and my latest post I've been using is New Year, New You. Who's looking to shed some pounds? Comment below. Look for proof in the comments. And I will go in and I put 5 before and afters in the comments. Because what it does with the commenting is it actually helps with the algorithm, because anybody can go in, put a picture, put a post, and never go back to it. When you actually go back and comment in it, you're letting Facebook know, first off, you're not a robot, you're not a spammer. But when you go in and actually do it multiple times, it keeps you out of the Facebook radar because you've taken the time to go back to it. And then I actually will let the comments build up. And I personally don't send a friend's request, and I don't send a message to anybody that has not sent me a friend's request. I literally go back and I put in the comments, I am getting lots of messages. So to make this easier, if you send me a friend's request, I can get you added to my no pressure info group. And literally, I will do that 3 to 4 times. If it's an active post, I will just keep going back and I'll be like, if you sent me a friend's request, I've got you added to my no pressure info group. But I'm always going back into the comments to keep in that Facebook algorithm and keep out of that radar, versus going in and I like me personally, I know some people on here do send messages. If you're not my friend, you have not sent me a friend's request, I'm not going to send you a message. Because if you send enough messages to people that don't respond, it's another thing that Facebook throws up as a flag. I've been in Facebook jail too much. I just don't want to go there. So I'm over cautious. So do what your upline teaches you. I'm just telling you what I do. I utilize the comments, because you could have a really active post where 100 people have commented. And if you literally let it sit for 2 days and you go back 2 days later, and you can't, I don't ever recommend going in there and putting bump. If you put bump on a post, I guarantee you most admins are going to throw you out because they don't like you bumping posts. That's why I always go back and I'm like, everybody that's added me as a friend has been added to my no pressure info group. Even if nobody has sent me a friend's request, I still go back and put that, because it gets in the notifications of everybody that's commented, liked, or anything on that post. I utilize old posts versus constantly putting up new posts all the time, because if you go back and utilize your old posts, Facebook is going to keep you on a lower radar versus you going in every day and putting up a new post every single day. Utilize the posts you have. Tracy, find an old post with lots of comments, and what I do is I go in and I comment. Everybody that has sent me a friend's request has been added to my no pressure info group. And you will see a lot of people that commented that actually didn't send you a friend's request will start sending you a friend's request, because people are nosy. They're like, oh my goodness, people really sent her a friend's request. I need to send her a friend's request and check this out. And you will see people, I mean, I literally just did this last week. I bumped a post from 2 years ago that had 216 people comment on it. And I literally started getting friends requests. So it works. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of don't reinvent the wheel. If you have a post that was working, utilize it until it dies. That's what I do, at least.
Tanya, would you bump a post that had a before and after?
Yes. If it hasn't been flagged, it's not going to get flagged. It's just now it literally is anybody that takes and posts a before and after without border background, that type of thing, Facebook is flagging. Now, I mean, my one from last week was a before and after, but because it hadn't been flagged and I had been utilizing it in it, it's, once you get to about 25 comments, that's why, I mean, even if you make a post with the 5 before and afters now, and you go back 2 days later and put in another 5 before and afters, and you get it built up to 10, that puts you higher ranking in Facebook than anything. So I utilize the comments above anything else. If there's no comments, Erica, I've had posts where there was no comments. I still went back and if people had liked it, I still went back and I'm like, everybody that added me as a friend has been added to the no pressure info group. But see, like I said, when I do it. I don't put add me as a friend, message me for details. I literally go into I make my post, I go into the comment, and I literally say, I'm getting tons of messages. To make this easier, if you add me as a friend, I can add you to my no pressure info group. So when everybody goes and clicks the comments, because people are nosy, they're going to open up those comments, they're going to see you telling them to add you as a friend. Now, not everybody's going to add you, but I literally can promise you over half the people that are actually looking at that will end up sending you a friend's request because they want to know. So I utilize the comments. Everything I do is in the comment section. And if you don't add me as a friend, you're not going to get information from me. Done. But then, I mean, like you said, with no one that comments, even if you had 15 people that like it, they're still going to get notification. So those people that maybe liked it but didn't actually comment will now in return send you a friend's request because you went back and made the post. I utilize everything that has worked before. And I am going to run out of time. This is why they don't have me do many power hours. Okay, so we've done the yard sale. I'm going to move on to some of this. This is like one of my everyday steps because I do the host a post a lot. I actually just did it on my personal profile. I shouldn't have done it. I have right now probably about 40 host a posts going. And the host a post, if you don't know what that is, I know Kaylee has it in her group. It's in our team group. I think Allie has it. I'm not sure if Annette has it, but most of the leaders have it. And the host a post is literally what I've been using. And I actually got it from another company before I came here. And I started utilizing it. And basically the host a post is where you make a post to your wall utilizing your customers' friends list. So you make, like the other day, well, you guys can't even go to my wall and see it because I had to I had to hide it. I had probably 55 comments on it of people wanting to do a host a post. So I had to turn it off. But basically I just made the simple post of who would like the chance to win a 3-day supply of our new drink mix. No purchase required. Just comment with an emoji and like this post. And literally I had within minutes, I looked at Dale and I'm like, I never should have did this on my main profile because it blew up. But my next step is to follow up with my host a post people. And if maybe next time I do it, I don't know, Allie, whoever's on here, I could go more in depth with the host a post. But if you are not doing host a post, I'm telling you right now, I literally recommend every single person do it because I had a lady that hosted a post for me that she ended up having her friend host a post who hosted a post who hosted a post. So I reached 4 friends lists in one post and I got 2 people to join from those host a posts. Now it doesn't always go like this, but this is basically a whole new way for you to reach a large amount of people. Now don't be like me and do it on your main profile where you're almost maxed out and now I got 50 people that want to be friends with me that I can't add to my customer group. Just be smart about it. But the host a post, it does work. You just tell them, hey, I have a copy and paste script I'm going to send you. You post it to your wall and I will put you into a drawing for the chance to win a 3-day supply. And then they literally, you send them the copy paste script, you send them the image, they post to their wall. I save it to all of my saved posts, which if you guys are not using the saved posts, you need that in your life because I literally go back and I have my host a post. Every single one of them are in my saved posts. And at the end of the night, I go back to every one of my host a posts and I bump those posts so they go back to the top of the feed. And I just got to go right into that saved file. So I only have 3 minutes left and I have a whole lot of time, so I'm just going to stop now because I don't want to keep you guys. But I mean, literally, I have 3 more things, and this is literally what I do every single day. Like, I do not go to bed until I've completed this. I am very big on having an IPA. Now, if you're just starting out, it doesn't have to be this detailed, but I highly encourage every single one of you to start 2019 with being committed. Like, I actually watched a live on a lady I follow, and she really touched me. She's like, you know what? Quit making New Year's resolutions and start making New Year's commitments. We can all make resolutions. We can all say we're going to do something, but I want you guys to all start making a commitment to making a list of things that you have to do that are income producing activities every single day. Even if it's 3 a day, get started. Make it a point that you cannot go to bed, death or die, unless this is done. Like Asdale, there's some mornings we're up till 2 o'clock in the morning. Especially when my host a post was going, I'm like, I was crazy. I never should have did this. But it is 100% commitment. See, that's my word this year for 2019 too. But like I said, I went quick. There's a lot to cover. I have a lot of stuff bottled here that I've kept bottled for 21 years that I'm now just spewing out. But I'm not saying this is the right way. Take something from every power hour, start implementing it. We have amazing leaders, guys. The leadership and unity we have going on here is so, so awesome. And this is just the beginning. We literally have a powerhouse of people that really just want to take and help you. We want to share what we've done that's worked for us. You know, what I do might not work for you. What Allie does might work for you. What Annette does might work for me, but not for you. You know, take something every single day. Don't come on these Zooms and just take notes and not take action. If you're not going to take action, you're never going to grow in your business. So I hope I've helped you guys. Does anybody have any more questions? Did this help anybody, or did I just confuse a whole bunch of people? Because I tend to do that a lot. My brain never stops.
This has definitely helped me, and I thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I started making my list, and I'm like, nope, got to shrink it down. Nope, got to shrink it down. Nope, got to shrink it down. And I still have 3, which the last 3 are comment on 5 posts in your VIP group. And me personally, I also encourage you guys, I quit this halfway through the year last year. I encourage you guys to take, and every single night before you go to bed, if you don't have a large team or you're not enrolling a lot, I highly encourage every single one of you before you go to bed to send a welcome email to every single person you personally enroll every single day. I actually have a pre-made email where I tell them about the combo, I tell them about the drink, I let them know their ID number. I let them know how to get into the back office. I let them know my contact info. I'm not going to lie, guys. I failed big time at this last year, but it is now my dedication for 2019 to do this welcome email. When I sent this, I never had people confused on how to reorder. I literally take it and I make it a clickable link. I'm like, to reorder, click here. And all they got to do is click that link and it takes them to their back office. I encourage every single one of you to send welcome emails. It literally will be life-changing for you. And just to let your people know, and I say personally enrolled, don't do this for your entire downline. I'm just telling you, you will never sleep. At least I would never sleep. But when we were doing it last year, I literally had people that weren't confused how to reorder. People that were like, oh my goodness, I had no idea that I was going to detox. Thank you for this email. If you guys want, I can take and send you the email. Those of you that are in Truly Blessed, you all should have it. It's in the files. I also, if any other leader wants it for their team, I can send it. And it doesn't have to be copy and paste, but it doesn't take much time for you to go into your back office, go get their email, copy and paste, change out their ID number, let them know their website, and click send. That's just customer service. So that is another one. I take and personally enroll every single new associate, wholesale shopper, preferred customer. And then I also am now starting to email 10 inactive people every single night before I go to bed. Just to follow up with them. You know, I print off at the end, you know, I have a report in my back office saved at the end of the month of everybody that was in or active the last month, but didn't order in December. So I take that list and I literally work it through this month, and I'm like, hey, seen you didn't order last month. Just wanted to follow up, let you know I'm here. You know, can I ask what happened? I know it was the holidays. Is there anything I can do to help? And I literally have been able to get people to come back just for reaching out to them. I know they say that you can't take and re-rise the dead, but I believe in taking and help bring people back. I mean, I think personally enrolled, I think on my main account, I think between me and Dale, we have like, I think 1,800 personally enrolled. That's a lot of people that are not active. So I spend a lot of time in the inactive department. So, but I'm going to let you guys go. We are 3 minutes over. I hope that it has helped you. If y'all want the email, I see I'm getting messages from everybody. Let me know and I can send it on and you can send it to your team. Like I said, adjust it to fit you, but it has been a game changer. It is in Truly Blessed if you are part of the team. I will go and bump it, but thank you guys for your amazing time tonight. I appreciate it. And I hope that this has helped you guys. Have a wonderful and blessed night, guys. Annette, I think it's not letting me stop recording, so you might have to. Oh, there it did.